Hey guys, how are you? Thought I would jump on. I haven't been on for a little while inside the Law of Attraction community. And I thought I would jump on today, see who's about, if anyone's online, or you might be all out at work. Who knows? I might be here by myself. But what I wanted to do was jump on and talk a little bit about limiting beliefs. Hi, Carla. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, I wanted to talk about limiting beliefs and more importantly, where do they come from? So the three places that our limiting beliefs come from. Now, of course, we can have empowering beliefs as well, but I want to touch on the limiting beliefs. The limiting beliefs are holding us back. And where do they come from? Okay, so, hey James, the limiting beliefs, they come from three places. Number one is our planted beliefs. So they have been planted there. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by planted? I mean beliefs that are developed through our culture. From a very early age, or beliefs that have been planted there by other people. If you're constantly told you're not good enough, guess what? You're constantly told this, it's being planted there, that seed is planted, and then it starts to grow, that limiting belief starts to grow. So planted limiting beliefs, like I say, it can be cultural, family, how you're brought up, what you heard all the time, school, what teachers that you had, the people you surrounded yourself with when you were young, what they said, all that kind of stuff. They're planted beliefs, often cultural, religion, all that kind of stuff as well. Hi Faye, hi Rebecca. So that's one of the places, and that starts from a very, very early age, and it's almost like we're born into these planted beliefs. The second are past beliefs. So these start to build and grow in our brain based on past experiences. We create a belief from that. So let's just say, for example, hi Emma, for example, let's say in the past something happened to us, and then maybe it happened to us again, and all of a sudden we're starting to have this belief that this never goes right for me, or this always happens to me. Remember, we've talked about this before at the boot camps. So past experiences becoming a present belief. What happens is we kind of store that memory of this past experience in our subconscious, and it becomes a belief. It can be empowering, of course, but often it can also be disempowering. All right. And then the third one is our present beliefs. So beliefs based on our present circumstances. So that could be, for example, your present money situation. I can't afford it, or I'll do that. And we often put off for tomorrow. So our current weight, our current financial circumstances, I'll do that tomorrow. Yes, I'll do this another day. Oh, yes, and I'll put this off. So often these can become our beliefs. And these three beliefs combined, they start to become our I am beliefs. And they can often become I am too, followed by something negative. I am too old to achieve that now. I'm too fat, I'm too ugly, I'm not techie enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm too dumb, I'm not good at that. Wow, we just blurt it out. And it's based on, the truth that it's based on is past experiences, and we start to build this belief around it. But as we know, and as Jedis know, and what we teach at the school and within this group, is that you can change those limiting beliefs. Yes, they're programmed into you right now, but you can change that programming. You can upgrade that programming, just like I would upgrade this software on this laptop, just like you would upgrade the running program on your phone. If this phone was still running at iOS 1999 or whatever these programs are that you have to keep updating all the time, it's running old software. So it's kind of like that with our limiting beliefs as well. Hi Janina, give us a like if this is making any sense to you whatsoever. Let us know that you are here. Give us a like, or feel free to write in a comment. Let me know you're here and that you're listening and you're getting this. So the planted beliefs, the cultural beliefs, they can often be the most deeply rooted. They've, often been with us for the longest time, community-based, just how we were all, grown up. Our past experiences, they become, yes, things like our I'm not good enough, or I'm too this, or that kind of beliefs, and also our present circumstances. We look around to our life as it is now and believe that is who we are, and believe that, and there's always somebody playing at a higher game than you, always somebody playing at a lower game than you. And I always see, when I see someone playing at a higher game than me, I think, if they can do it, surely I could do it. And here's what happens. When we are running our lives based on these kind of limiting beliefs and this kind of subconscious, what happens is these subconscious limiting beliefs drive our behavior. Okay, they completely drive our behavior. And the problem with that is we beat ourselves up because we can't control this behavior. This behavior, for example, reaching for the chocolate when you know that you're trying to lose weight. And we're thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this when I know that this is not good for me and I don't want to do this? So the subconscious mind is always winning. It is driving your behavior based on, your limiting beliefs, how you think, what you're putting in there, etc. And we kind of need to change that. And the problem with that is when we can't do it, when we feel like, when the overriding drive from the subconscious is making us do the things or behave or act in a way that isn't congruent with the results that we want, we can get really frustrated and we can also turn it to almost like a shame and blame attitude. So shaming ourselves, for example, like, we can get so angry with ourselves. Why have you reached for that? We can talk, why have you had that wine? Why have you had that chocolate? Why didn't you go to the gym today? Why did you never get this right? Why aren't you getting off your ass and doing what you know that you need to do? You want to be successful. You want to be an entrepreneur, but somehow you keep bloody procrastinating. What is driving this behavior? You know that you want more. You know you want that success, yet you're procrastinating. Does this make sense, guys? And can you hear me okay? Give us a like, let us know that you're here. So, and what happens is we turn this to kind of blaming ourselves as if we're somehow weak, as if we are somehow not good enough. This often starts to become not good enough beliefs. I'm not good enough, I'm too this, I'm too that. And, on the other hand, when we can't control the situations around us, when we can't control what we're doing, our behaviors, and we can't control the outside world, as in how other people are making us feel and what they're saying and what they're doing, and we can't control that. We can't control external events. And if things are not happening the way they should be happening, we can also have a blame mentality as well. So the shaming of ourselves or the blaming of others. If only they behaved a certain way, I would be happy. If only they behaved a certain way, I would have a successful business. If only they behaved like this, like that, and it becomes this kind of blame culture. So we're shaming ourselves, we're blaming other people, we're getting super frustrated. But what we have to remember is these behaviors, these patterns that we're running, that is coming from our subconscious, that is driving these behaviors, that's all they are. They're based on memory, past experiences, what's been put in there, and they can change. You can change them. That's the whole point. For example, if you've read Innercise, or you've been working on Innercise, retraining the brain, working on affirmations, constantly, watching motivational things online, feeding your mind with new planted seeds, positive planted seeds. We know that we can, in time, retrain our brain and get over these past limiting beliefs. And what I would say to you is, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself when you're not doing what you should be doing, what you know you should be doing, and stuff like that. But you do have to commit, all right? You do have to commit to this longer lasting change. It is no good joining this group, watching a video, doing some exercises for a few weeks and then letting it drift off, and then life gets in the way again. If you really want to commit to lasting change, this is actually a new way of life. And it should be your commitment to get a deeper, continued understanding of how the brain works, why those limiting beliefs are there, where do they come from, the fact that our limiting beliefs do not make us, they are not who we are, they just block us. Who we are is the person we are when we're in a meditation and everything is switched off and the clutter is down and we don't have that clutter in our mind, and when we're connected to source, that is who we are. And then when we go out in emotions and experiences and it all comes in into the brain and we start behaving in ways that are driven by memory rather than driven by divine inspiration because we've been connected to source, again, this hamster wheel starts happening because we're like, I can't do this. Oh, this isn't working for me. Oh, this stuff is a load of rubbish. I cannot tell you the amount of times that when I first started, looking into the law of attraction or, mindset stuff, whatever you want to call it, the amount of times in the beginning that I thought, part of me, I know this stuff works because I could see really instant changes when I did it, when I did certain things. But when I was trying to get the bigger things, because obviously the limiting beliefs were way more deeply rooted, when I was trying to get the bigger results and nothing was happening, hi Marge, I'd get frustrated. And then it was like, but I'm trying, I'm really doing this, I'm trying this, nothing's happening, nothing's changing. But really, my vibration was of frustration, lack, looking for results. When I'm looking for results, really, I'm keeping them away. I was doing a lot of things wrong, but I was also doing a lot of things right. But there was many times that I wanted to give up. And I guess the difference between where I'm at now, 10 years down the line, to where I was when I started on this stuff is my commitment level. And what I would say to you is that is what you need to work on. It is your commitment level. So even when you get knocked off track, even when things aren't going right, even when external events haven't happened the way you wanted them to be, it's just that acceptance of letting go and saying, hey, it wasn't meant to be. That doesn't mean I'm not as good as other people. That's not a reason to start beating myself up because I didn't get the result that I wanted. I have that growth mindset of, okay, I'll learn from this. It really is that simple. It's about your mindset, but it's about the commitment, letting go of blaming others and letting go of shaming yourself, realizing that a lot of the behaviors and a lot of things that you're doing, it is not who you are. It is not your fault. It comes from planted beliefs, past beliefs, or present beliefs, circumstances from our past, people we've been around. And, it's about commitment, guys, and I would ask you, are you committed? Like John Assaraf always asks, are you interested or are you committed? If I am interested in going from a size 14 to a size 10, okay, if I'm interested, am I going to do what it takes when I am feeling exhausted one day, when I'm overworked, when I'm going, no, I'm going to look for excuses. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, I'm really tired. I can't do it that day. Oh, blah, 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 blah. excuse, I should do because I'm only interested. Whereas if I was committed, fully committed to getting from a size 14 to size 10, I would be pushing myself to go to that gym, even on the days that it's tough. And the days that I do fall down, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm going to say, that's okay. Tomorrow's another day. The next day, right? I'm going to go today. At least I'm going in the right direction. I'm going to get off my butt and go for a 10-minute walk, even if it's not a 2-hour workout. A 10-minute walk is just that little bit. It's always going in that right direction. So, when you are feeling meh and you're not getting the results that you want, the commitment level that you need, you just need to start with a commitment level, like a low commitment level. I am going to read some positive quotes, once a day. I'm going to read my affirmations book every night, just for a couple of minutes, a few affirmations. Just, when I wake up each morning, I'm going to do my breathing. It takes me 2 minutes. That's the thing about this. It doesn't need like massive efforts, like, for example, like exercising. So when we talk about innercising or exercising feels like it takes way more physical effort, way more commitment. You could be pounding it for an hour at the gym, 2 hours at the gym, exhausted. You don't have to do that when you are innercising. It doesn't have to be 2 hours. You can literally get results on 10 minutes a day, each day, just working on it continually. Read a few pages from that book. Do things that keep you in the right energy that isn't shaming anyone or blaming everyone. Escape from that and just go into you. So when the shit pops up in my life, as it does with everybody's life, the first thing I do is look to me. I don't start shaming myself. I don't start blaming myself. I don't start blaming others. I look to me. Hi, Janine. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Debbie. I look to myself and I don't start blaming others. I look to myself and I say, the first thing I ask is, okay, when did I last meditate? And usually I will always find that when the crap pops up and I'm feeling a bit, I'll look and I'll be like, oh, crikey, I haven't done it for the last few days. I've been traveling. I've been doing, whatever it is. I constantly need, that's my commitment, is I constantly need to meditate. Even just do my breathing on a daily basis makes a massive difference to me. I don't go off, I'm not a monk that I go off for meditating for hours just to deal with day-to-day life and day-to-day situation and the crap that pops up. I do need to commit to at least doing 5 to 10 minutes a day. And if I don't, I will notice the negative results. The exact same as if you're exercising and you skip the gym, you will feel a bit meh. Or if you do it for long enough, you will start to see it. It will start to show on the outside. And it is the same with innercising. We have to, I can't stress it enough, we have to commit to the inner work as well. Because everything on the outside is a reflection of what is going on in the inside. And it's as simple as that. So I'll leave you with this last thought. Are you interested or just committed in working on yourself and getting better results? Are you going to stop shaming and blaming? Are you going to stop shaming yourself? I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm not good enough. Don't blame yourself for your past experiences. It's not your fault or your present circumstances. It's about focusing on where, being in the moment, in the now, but also being connected to the future vision that you have for yourself, for your life as well, but appreciating where you're at in this moment as well. All right, guys, so hopefully that was a little helpful. I'm surprised there were so many people on, actually. But I guess you're entrepreneurs, you can work when you like. All right, so take care, guys, and it was nice speaking to you today.